like a broken record, but I am really, really proud of these girls. I mean, we had a lot of people that came to the table and contributed, and I know it was a career high night for Bryn, and another 11 plus rebounds for Kambree. Like, I mean, these are freshmen, and I love when I look out there and I have 3 freshmen and a sophomore closing out a game. That's a good feeling because that means our program's headed in the right direction. But I do have to say, 65%, Austin, is that what you said? 65% of our scoring in the last 2 games has been assisted. And that's what we preach all the time, is to make sure we're sharing the ball, good, better, best, make sure we're moving it. And it's so fun to coach when it's like that.
Kambree, did becoming like the Big 12 Player of the Week impact your play at all tonight, or was this just business as usual for you?
Kind of same old, yeah. I just played how I always played, even if I wouldn't have got it.
Coach, how do you feel? Do you think that the award made her play any different, or is this just who you see every day in practice?
No, this is Kambree. Every day in practice, she has that motor. She just goes to the boards. She gets rebounds, and that's just who she is. So, I mean, she's actually stepping into it, and I really, really like it for her to be able to have that confidence out there.
Seems as if UCF came out with a lot of energy. Did these two kind of help you guys match that? Because it seemed like early on it was hard to do that.
Yeah, we weren't hitting our outside shots. I mean, we had a lot of wide open threes and we just weren't hitting. And so defensively, they stayed the course. And that, I mean, at one point in time, I think during a timeout, I said we're only down by 3 because of our defense. Like, that's it, right? So offense will come, and they'll make shots, and that will come later on in the game once you get the rhythm and get the speed of the game down. But honestly, UCF's a good team, and they run a lot of girls off a lot of screens and do a lot of things, and that's a physical game, and hats off to them. They brought it here, but I was really proud of how we matched it.
I think they had 1 turnover at halftime, and defensively, do you feel like you guys turned it up a little bit in the second half and got some transition and forced a few?
Yeah, we did, and then we got some steals up top to be able to do that. It was what was really nice. I think for us, we got to fix our turnovers because that was a huge eyesore for me in this game. But yeah, they take really good care of the ball. They have really good handles, and that's tough to guard sometimes.
Brinley, it felt like you were in the right place at the right time, especially in that second half when you got 10 points on really good shooting. What does that say about just your drive character?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't really know how I got so open sometimes. I was just like moving and I've been working on my spacing and kind of just like you said, being in the right place at the right time. And then just like we've talked about, I think we've done better recently of moving the ball and finding those open players. So, yeah.
She runs hard too. There was a couple, we got a rebound, I look up and runs down the court. I'm like, okay, there we go.
Is there an emphasis to make plays that aren't just like scoring the 3-point basket? Is that what you two felt like you brought to the table today? All like making plays in other ways that aren't just like, oh, of course, like the open 3.
Yeah, I mean for sure, especially when we're not hitting shots, like we got to get some inside presence, and I don't know, I think Kambree always does a good job of that, cutting and stuff, and yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, if we have an open 3, we're gonna shoot it. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, yeah, I think we moved the ball very well tonight and side to side. Yeah.
Bryn, take me inside the huddle a little bit. You gave this team, I think it was an 11-point lead with about 3 minutes left, and then UCF came at you guys really hard, forced a couple of turnovers. That lead started to slip away some. What was just kind of the mentality of this team down the stretch where it didn't look like you really panicked and you just kind of held on?
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of have nothing to lose. So at the end of the game, we're just trying to come together and play smart and play together, and just we were having fun out there. And I think when we play with that joy, we take care of business better because we're more confident in ourselves. So that's what we tried to do.
Amber, when you told Kambree she was going to start, were there any specific instructions, or you just tell her do what you've been doing except for the beginning and longer?
No, she started last game,
right.
And I think she was a little bit nervous because I had to jump her one time because she was going to the boards doing what she does, right? But we were trying to get back, and then after I yelled at her, it was like click, and then Kambree just locked in, and it was she just went. But for these two to be here, can I just say this is super, like, they're just sitting here talking and piping in. This doesn't happen. Like, they're doing media right now, and I'm loving this.
They'll learn to not like us after a while.
No, but they always get super nervous about it, and they're just like, I'm like sitting back like, okay.
Just don't look into that camera right now.
Oh, they just did, all three of them. A little momentum now, two wins in a row. What do you hope you're building on for the stretch run here in this league?
We're going on a tough road trip. I mean, Baylor, TCU doesn't get any tougher than that, right? Like, that's it. But one game at a time, that's what we tell them. We're going to start in on Baylor tomorrow morning. I know that we beat them here last year, and that was a big win for us. And so I know that, I mean, they're going to want to make sure that doesn't happen again, narrow down. So I think if we just stay true to who we are, control what we can control, share the ball, play our butts off on defense, I think we're going to be okay.